What is up, everyone? Welcome into the Golden Edge Mailbag. I'm Ben Goetz. He is Adam Hill. We are your Review Journal Golden Knights reporters. And joining us is a very special guest, Golden Knights defenseman Nick Holden. Nick, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I feel like this is a little too formal right now. Like, we're just having a lot of fun. We're talking about Wayne's World. It was great. Like,
Dumb and Dumber.
It's a good time. So, you know what? Just throw it out there. What you love Wayne's World. We know that. We've talked about it. What's some other movies you just love?
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler, I loved. Chris Farley, anything Chris Farley he was awesome.
Tommy Boy.
So, yeah, exactly.
It's fantastic.
Phenomenal.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
The old Adam Sandler, though, obviously. Like, new
Yeah.
Adam Sandler serious movies, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, you can't take him seriously, I don't think.
Definitely not.
It's anything Adam Sandler is good too.
So how excited are you? We talked about it. The break is coming up. So you guys got one big game against Nashville tomorrow. So I know everybody's going to be watching that. But how excited are you for kind of get the break and kind of get away a little bit?
I'm actually not getting away. I'm staying
Really?
here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're staying
Away from hockey, though.
Staycationing. Obviously, mentally, physically, it's nice to have a break at this point in the season, just so you can rejuvenate a little bit, get ready for the final push. And then for me, with my kids and stuff, it's always nice to be able to have a little more time at home and be able to have fun and go enjoy some things that we can't do during the season.
Will you get more exhausted by that than actually practicing and playing games?
It depends what we do. I'm sure my kids could exhaust me more, but I'll just have to tell them to go play by themselves if they try to do that.
Any big plans, any places you've been dying to visit in Las Vegas? Any go-to spots you've got?
As of right now, we are going to go check out a couple of the Cirque shows, and then we're taking our kids to Wildcrats, so that should be fun. And then we're going to try and get up to Mount Charleston, get them to see some snow. They're missing the snow a little bit, and then I don't know, we might maybe scoot over to the Grand Canyon and check out Hoover Dam and stuff like that. So we got a little bit of time.
Have you gone to the Grand Canyon yet?
I have not.
So I don't want to ruin. I mean, it is just a big hole.
It's a fun hole, though.
It's a big hole,
I had fun.
but I feel like it's something you got to see, right?
I mean, video.
You can't just dig that hole.
You could try. It would take a long
It
time.
would take you a very long time, but
It's just one of those things you go and you're like, okay, yeah,
That's it.
It's awesome. It's a hole, I guess.
Okay.
Now
I walked around. I thought that was fun.
yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Can exercise.
maybe I'm the strange one. Maybe I don't. It's a hole to me. But
Yeah.
enjoy it. I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
thanks. I'm not going anymore.
The dam's cool. It's a big fence. It's a big wall. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, hey, you're really selling me on this stuff. Okay, sweet. I'll just stay at home.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
a good plan for sure. So just kind of analyze how you guys have felt about the first half of the year. I know there's some ups and downs, but where are you at right now?
Yeah, I think team's in a good spot right now. We found a little bit of consistency in our game. I feel like the past 3 weeks, month, we've really played well, and before that, it was just finding that consistency. We'd have spurts of some really good play, but then kind of forget how to consistently do it. And so it's been good as of late, and so I think if we can continue kind of the way we've been playing the last month, it'll bode well for us.
I mean, coming into the offseason, you obviously joined this team as a free agent. Is this kind of where you guys expected to be at? Did you have higher expectations? Have things exceeded your expectations?
I mean, as a team, for me coming in as a new face, and I didn't have any expectation. I know they made the final last year, and you could see the roster. They have good players, and so coming in, I just wanted to add something to that. And the expectation for this team, I think for a lot of people, was for them to not be as good as they were last year. And so I don't think anybody on this team expected to be any worse. They wanted to continue to show people that they're good players, this is a good team. And so for the beginning of the year, like I said, the little bit of inconsistency, we've ironed that out, where we've been playing more consistent hockey and really showing the league that we are a good team. And so I don't think inside the room, nobody really doubted our ability and the team. Maybe you guys did, but
It's fair. Last year for
or
sure.
the media, sorry.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
but you know
That's
what? It's really been a lot of the time. I don't think guys have the expectation of being any worse. We want to keep getting better, and so that's kind of what we're looking to do.
everybody talked about the locker room last year and how the locker room was so important to this success and everything else. So when you're entering that, like, how much thought in your mind is there of like, I have to find my niche in the locker room, or I have to, find a way to fit in, or is it just, I'm going there and I'm part of it now?
Yeah, I mean, I think as my career's gone on, it does get a little easier to go into new locker rooms and meet new people and new players, because I think the hockey world's so cool that you could be in a new room for 5 minutes. It feels like you've been there for 2 years. And so this locker room was very close and tons of fun. These guys love having fun here. And so for myself, I personally like to have a lot of fun. And so it was easy for me to kind of gel with guys. And it also helped. My kids are in school, so we came early before training camp. And so I started meeting guys kind of a little more one-on-one than just all at once. And so I was able to develop a little bit more personal connection with people faster.
Yeah, well, so far your teammates have like nothing but good things to say about you and how well you fit in the locker room. My favorite quote, which our colleague Dave Shane got this in a story about you recently, John Merrill said, "He's one of those guys you wouldn't mind sitting next to on a delayed flight at a bar and having a conversation with." Is that something you take a lot of pride in, trying to be a good locker room guy?
I mean, I just take pride in trying to be a good human. Like, I just want to be. It's me and John have actually on our flights. We've had a couple good conversations where we don't throw on a movie or anything like that. We just sit and talk. And so, I guess you always want to be a good teammate. And kind of the way my career had gone, that was one of the things that I was able to bring to teams was kind of a positive mentality and hard work ethic. And I hope that's one of the things that has helped me in my career get to where I was.
Who was the one that started the conversation? I'm interested in that because you always want to go on and watch a movie. You want to put the headphones on and talk to somebody. Yeah. But then if the guy next to you, and it's different as a teammate, but like somebody talks to you like, oh, now I got to talk to this person?
So you just pull one off first, leave the other one on, leave the movie going.
So is it Merrill that's having the conversations? No. And you're stuck there, you're like, all right, John, I got to talk to you.
No, so for me and him, we were sitting together because he usually plays cards, and I think he was just getting beat up, so he needed to take a quick break. And he just sat beside me, and I just took my headphones off, and he's got 3 kids, I got 4 kids, so we were just chatting how the kids doing, and that kind of started everything. And then we got pretty deep, and so we learned a lot about each other, and it was fun. I mean, obviously that doesn't happen all the time, but it's nice to get to know guys away from the rink as well.
So you've been around hockey for a long time. Obviously, you've been playing everything else, but Ben did some awesome research on you, so you're going to be a little maybe a little worried about this.
Nope.
You were refereeing hockey games at 12?
Oh yeah.
How old were the people that were playing?
So when I started reffing around that age, and you always start with kids when they're 6. Okay. So you start the lowest levels and then you work your way up. And so my dad actually used to ref junior A and stuff like that back home. He was a pretty good ref, and then he had kids and he quit. So he always tells me, I could have went to the NHL if I didn't have you. And I was like, oh, I love you too, Dad. And so he just, he was still reffing, and I wanted to do it. You get some money for it. And so I was like, hey, that's a good first job. And so.
How bad were the parents?
You know what? I hate confrontation. Okay. I hate confrontation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so if parents started yelling or the coaches were yelling, I'd just be like, oh boy, here we go. And so as I got older and started doing more, say, rep games and more experience and stuff, I really enjoyed it. And so it was something that I could take pride in. It was hockey-oriented. Because of my dad, he kind of mentored me and helped me a lot, not only with my hockey game, but also in reffing. So it was kind of a cool thing. I got to ref with him a few times, and it was fun.
Do you think he gives you more sympathy toward refs when you're playing now?
No, I don't think sympathy, but I think for me, and I tell young guys this all the time, because guys, especially defensemen, you screaming at linesmen and stuff like that. I'm like, you got to make sure they're your best friends, because you know what? You never know when they're going to call it your way on an icing, or a ref, instead of calling you, he just comes over and says, hey, don't, or ease up on your stick in front, or you next time don't do that. Whatever,
Right.
they might let you off because you aren't the guy standing there screaming at them all game. So you just never know. So always be nice to the refs and linesmen.
How long did you end up refereeing before you hung up the stripes?
I kind of just got forced out of reffing. So I was just because as I progressed in hockey, I couldn't ref and play. So I think I ref till I was 16 or 17, and so I had like I said, I was having fun doing it, and so I actually got to do some pretty cool tournaments and stuff like that back home. I remember one time, I think I was probably 14, and I was reffing or lines for a junior C game, and so guys are 18 to 20, and there was this kind of little melee brawl type thing in front of the net, and I'm skating in there, and I'm like, oh, boy. Please stop, please.
Come on, guys,
Stop
knock
it.
off.
You stop it. And so it was good.
Well, I found out about another potential job you had when you were younger, and I really hope this is true. Were you learning how to become a plumber at one point in your life?
Yep, yeah. When I was 18, actually, I was playing junior A back home. I had a family friend. He was a foreman working for a company back home, and that was something that I was interested in, wanted to do it kind of part-time while I was playing hockey, and so I started my plumbing apprenticeship, did a full season plus the summer, and then I went to the Western League, and I actually really enjoyed it. And so that was kind of always my backup plan. If hockey didn't work out, I was going to do my plumbing and be a plumber, and I actually enjoyed it. Lots of people laugh like you
No. I was
that I was going to be a plumber, have a little plumber bum going.
It was more if you ever regret, like, you're having a tough game and you're like, God, I just want to go be a plumber right now.
I don't think I've ever said that, but you know what? I respect the trade and how hard it is, and so I guess it gave me a little bit of perspective into life without hockey, and so definitely maybe helps me appreciate when I'm here.
I have to call Ben out though, and I think you're gonna appreciate it. Why don't you use your line? You have a line that you wanted to ask him. Why don't you use the line?
Why'd you flush your plumbing career away?
Hey.
I did improv in college, kids.
Yeah, nice.
I just wanted
Nice.
I just wanted to make fun of him for that.
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice. Hockey made me flush it away. I actually, it's funny. I always, early on in my career, I was in the minors like for 5 years, and so I always thought, I'm like, okay, whenever this is done, I'm gonna do my plumbing. And now I'm 31. By the time this contract's done, I'm 32. I'm not sure I'm gonna do my plumbing. I might, but
Well, around the house, you never know. It might come in handy. You don't have to.
oh,
Call
it's
a plumber.
great
Yeah.
that I have the basic knowledge, because I can pretty much do everything that without like anything real major or getting plans or anything like that. Anything basic, I can do it.
I can't do anything beyond flip a light switch. So
Hey,
I mean,
that's
I'm,
a skill though.
I mean,
Lots of people now just have like automatic sensors and
true.
phone apps.
So
For
do
you
I.
to be able to still do
No,
this.
so do I. But
Oh,
I have
okay,
the fallback of actually flipping the switch.
You tried to give him credit.
Yeah, I'm trying to
That's
help.
fair.
Jeez.
I appreciate it.
We got a
Yeah.
couple minutes left, so we'll switch to some like rapid fire questions.
Ooh, nice.
I already stepped on the first one, but
No, it was a good one though.
Yeah, we wanted to ask about the favorite movie. You already answered it, but I mean, real movies though. We had talked about comedies. Any like real movies that you watch and you're like, yeah, this is my movie.
Real movie.
Because like we talk about Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber's
Those
my
aren't real?
go-to. They are serious movies, I guess, is the proper way to phrase that.
Okay.
Thank you for correcting me.
A serious movie. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not a real serious person, so
That is true.
I don't know.
Fair
That
enough.
is fair.
On a Friday night in the off season, you are typically doing what?
Probably sitting around a campfire, family, friends, something like that.
Nice.
Do you build the fire?
I do.
That's an impressive skill too.
Yeah, thank you.
We're learning a lot of skills.
Gasoline
A lot of skills, yeah.
is impressive.
We hope that you have the answer that we're looking for here.
Okay.
But do you have a hidden talent?
I could juggle. Yeah.
Can you really juggle?
I can really juggle.
Well, we knew that.
Yes,
if you
you
do
had
this.
the balls. Nice.
We have three tennis
Three
balls
tennis
here.
balls.
So I don't know if you need any prep work or what, but yeah,
No,
this will be
it's
impressive.
just-
It's not
Right?
bad.
Right?
Oh, boy.
Right.
Oh boy, that was. Oh wow!
Still
Right
got
back
it.
in the
Into it.
mix.
You know how I learned how to juggle?
How's that?
Being a bench warmer in baseball. I had so much time to kill that I would just be sitting, watching my teammates play, and obviously sitting on a bucket of balls, eating my spits, and just, hey, you're doing great out there, guys.
What position did you play when you did get in the game?
I was a catcher and a left fielder.
Okay, the juggling doesn't come in handy
And
at all.
Not quite.
On the field.
No, catching sometimes, but
Have you ever juggled anything dangerous?
no. I try and stick away from danger.
That's fair enough, for sure.
Yeah. Do you have a go-to pregame music that you listen to? Getting ready, getting warmed up?
No, I'm really big. I love Metallica and AC/DC and kind of classic rock kind of stuff. That really gets me fired up. Anything, even like Rise Against, like anything fast. But I don't sit and listen to music. I'm more just walking around and talking to people.
Who is the toughest player in the NHL to defend? And the second part of this question is, did you guys give Nate Schmidt any grief last night for just getting juked pretty badly and spun around?
Who juked him?
That was
Zucker,
got him,
yeah.
No, I didn't say anything to him because I kind of blew it on that third goal, so I wasn't in the mood to juke or joke with anybody. But no, usually if guys get beat, we'll give them a hard time.
Yeah.
But
Goal didn't go in. He hit the post on the shot.
yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. No, I remember the play. I remember the play. What was the question? I forgot.
Who's the toughest player
Oh,
to
yeah.
defend?
I don't know. I don't like little guys. For me at least, are so hard to defend. I'd way rather have a huge guy going in the corner because I feel like there's more body to hit or whatever it is. But
Bigger target?
yeah, it was funny we played him, but I used to hate playing against Parise. He just doesn't quit on anything, and so you'd go into the corner with him, and you feel like you've knocked him off the puck. And
Well, you saw that on their last
You're
goal
about to
yesterday.
go.
He didn't quit on the empty net play.
yeah, he's like just goes, and so he was always a hard guy to kind of play against.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions we have time for. We did have one Facebook comment from Danielle, I believe, saying she needs a plumber. So
Oh, no.
you're looking for off-season work.
Nice, yeah.
The break's coming up.
Hey,
You
I
got
always
time.
try and tell my like teammates and stuff. I'm like, don't pay anybody. Just give me a call. I'll do it.
Well, there you go. Well, Nick, thank you so much for coming in here today. We really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Adam Hill, Ben Goetz, Nick Holden, thanks for watching.